can't put into words how grateful I am for 80 Pi and the Pride of Acadiana for bringing you into my life. You give me so much to look up to and to admire, with you always working so hard to overachieve. Honestly, the best thing that could have happened to me this summer was being put into you and Liv's bump group. It was a mess, but I think it was a beautiful one. And if this thing wasn't for life, I'd probably be really scared, but just because the graduation date passes doesn't mean you're getting rid of me yet. Love you.
Natalie, we first met as founding members because I had you as my secret sister, and I remember being so excited to have someone that was as thrilled to be an 80 Pi as I was. From secret sisters to having coolie chats to now, I can't imagine my life without you. And I'm so excited for what's to come as you graduate soon. You have always been such a wonderful representation of an 80 Pi woman for this chapter, and I admire so many of the qualities that you have. You are kind, you are genuine, and you have a heart of gold, and I know you will succeed in whatever you do next. Never forget how much we love you, and we will miss you.
Nat, we've always had the best of times, and your friendship means the world to me, and you're one of the best people I know. You're fun, and you're smart, and you are caring, and you make some of the best costumes that I've ever seen. You have represented 80 Pi so well, and you've made this chapter better just by being in it. Not to mention all the stuff you've done for it, like be an officer and stayed up with me until 2 a.m. writing this script for the skit for recruitment. You're going to make the world a better place, and you're the perfect person to do this. I can't imagine 80 Pi without you, and we're so lucky that you chose to be a part of this chapter.
So the first time I met Natalie, I was a freshman in band, and she was on the color guard with me, and I didn't know her when I went through recruitment, and even after I joined 80 Pi, like, we still weren't really close. I remember one day she was over at my apartment, and she was like, oh, like, did you fill out the form to see who your big and little, like, pair was gonna be? I was like, no. I was like, Natalie, it would just be so easy if, like, you would be my big. It'd be so much easier, like, I already love you. She was like, oh my gosh, like, I'm gonna put you down. I was like, well, I'm gonna put you down too. And so I didn't go to the chapter retreat, and so at the next meeting, chapter meeting that Monday, like, she came and, like, put this thing behind me. I turned around, I saw it was her. Like, I thought I was gonna cry, because I realized that, like, this was the beginning of, like, my best friend and I, like, finally, like, coming together. Like, it felt like it was really meant to be. And, like, ever since then, Natalie's been such, like, an influential role model in my life. And, like, she doesn't think of herself that way. She doesn't, like, really realize, like, how important she is to me. And I feel like that's kind of, like, one of her biggest flaws, is that she doesn't see, like, how impactful she is to people and how much she means to everyone, especially in our sorority, and how much she's done for everyone in this chapter. And so if I could tell Natalie just one thing before she graduated, it's just how much I'm gonna miss her, and, like, how much I know everyone in this chapter is gonna miss her, because I know she's been just an amazing person, and if you ever need something, she's always there for you. So I'll miss you, Natalie.
Hey JVU, so whenever I came into Alpha Delta Pi, I saw how you interacted with everyone, full of, like, joy and love, and I knew at that moment, like, I really wanted you to be my friend. And eventually things just kind of, like, fell into place. We started getting to know each other really well. We started Snapchatting each other, and one day you Snapchatted me saying that you missed me. And it might seem like really trivial and mundane, but it literally meant the world to me, and it still means the world to me today, because I had friends back in high school who I would miss whenever we were away for a long period of time, and they really didn't feel it back to me. So you telling me you miss me really spoke to me, and you not only said you missed me, you said you missed me poo head. So, like, that obviously means you like me. And at that moment, I just knew. I was like, this is it. Jehu and I are gonna be best friends. And every single time you call me poo head, it warms my heart.
Hi Jenny. So right around this time last year, I had the opportunity, when I was still in Alpha, to write an Alpha letter about my experience in Alpha Delta Pi. And I just want to read a little bit of what I wrote. So besides Emma Brophy, the strongest bond I had made so far, unsurprisingly, was with my big diamond, Jennifer Vu. I first met Jenny this past summer, as she and I had mutual friends outside the chapter. We were not necessarily good friends before, more like friends by proxy. Regardless, when I walked into the house during recruitment, she still somehow recognized me and greeted me with a big happy smile and wave. Though we hardly knew each other, I could tell that she cared about me and genuinely wanted me to be there. Throughout the weeks that followed, when I was assigned buddies before the retreat, she and I had minimal contact, but talked whenever we could. From the start, I always thought she was the most friendly, welcoming, genuine, and high-spirited sister of them all. And I admired you for that. I secretly hoped from the start that she would be my big diamond, but I tried not to get my hopes up because I knew you already had a little diamond, and that a lot of the other alphas felt the same way I did. So one could imagine how shocked I was when I turned around at a big little retreat during that weekend and saw you standing there behind me. Words cannot even begin to describe how I felt in that moment and every single moment since. I swear I won the big little lottery when I got you as my big. Jenny, you are so sweet, kind, positive, outgoing, and hardworking. You are everything that I aspire to be, and you make my heart so happy and make me so proud to be an Alpha Delta Pi. I cannot wait to see how all of us will grow and all that we will accomplish this year. We are better together, and together we are unstoppable. Love you.
Hey JVU, I just want to say that I knew ever since I met you that you're going to be someone important in my life, and I just remember like the first time we met, I like cried because I really wanted to like be your friend. It was the recruitment. I was like, I may never see you again. And then I went back preference day and I saw you again and I was like, this is a sign, like this means I have to be in 80 Pi. And then I got my bid and I just remember like being so happy because I get to be with you again. And then when I found out you were my big, I just didn't think the work would be any better. I just want to say I'm so proud of you and that I'm really going to miss you, and I'm really blessed that to have you in my life, to have you as my big, and to have such a positive impact in my life, and I'm really proud of you, and I hope that you do great things in the future.
So I met Jennifer on bid day, our very first bid day when we were all founding members, and I didn't know a single soul. So we're standing in line to get our face painted, and I had tried talking to someone I didn't know before and it kind of went badly, so I was like, I'm not talking to anyone the rest of the day, like I'm not doing it. And then Jennifer, apparently she told me that she was thinking about saying hi to me, but I looked snobby in my high-waisted shorts and my bow on top of my head. But she turned around and she was like, hey, do you know anybody here? And I was like, no, do you know anybody here? And that was the whole start of that. I almost scared her off by telling some weird sleepwalking stories, and she almost scared me off whenever I went to her house and she freaked out about water spilling on the floor, but I guess we were both crazy enough for each other to make this work. So throughout college, I don't think it would have been nearly the same if I haven't met you, Jennifer. So I came looking for a friend in 80 Pi, and I found a sister. I found someone who can be my jam partner, my shopping partner, anytime I need a vent about class or anything going on, someone who can eat Taco Bell with me, then walk right over to Burger King and get some fries. We can stuff our face together. I found someone who I can keep in my heart forever, which is not something I was expecting. You've made college absolutely the best time of my life. I don't think college would have been nearly the same if I haven't met you and haven't gone through this experience with you. We've been through so much, so many fun times, dynamic duo times 2. It definitely would not have been the same. We have tons of inside jokes, thanks UPC. And you know, you've been there for me through a lot of downs, a lot of ups, and I'd like to say that I've been there for you too. So Kennedy keeps having to like stop and go because like I'm getting all emotional and it's weird, and we're sitting around with nobody around us, so it's really awkward. But I just want to say thank you for all you've done, for how great you've made everything for me. And it's gonna suck for the semester that you're not here. All the socials and every chapter meeting where I can't go meet you after and see if you want to go eat a bite or just like have a vent session in the car or something. but I know you're on to bigger and better things. You're gonna do amazing. You're gonna be that teacher that kids look back on and be like, do you remember our elementary school teacher, Mrs. Fu? She was the best. That was my favorite teacher that I've ever had in my whole life, because you have such a fun energy and you're so bubbly and you're absolutely perfect for what you're about to do. And I couldn't be more proud of you. You don't give yourself enough credit most of the time, but you are absolutely fabulous. You are absolutely amazing. You're strong, and you work so hard. You work very hard at everything that you try to accomplish. And I think from whenever I've met you to now, you've grown into an incredible person, and you've done a lot more things than I think you expected to in your time in college. And I know you're gonna do really great things as a teacher. And I just wanna say, I love you, and you're my best friend. You are my family, and I cannot wait to see how much you're gonna grow after graduation.
Hi, Christina. I'm so proud of you for graduating this December. Like, much love. So, I'm just really proud to call you my big. You showed me so many things from even when I wasn't an 85. I was a student in your UNIV 100 class, just a little freshman, didn't know much, but you taught me how to be a leader, and that's what I really love about you. You taught me how to take responsibility and put it towards something bigger and better. Like, you showed me the way to 80 Pi, and that's what I want to thank you for the most, because I've found friends for life and beautiful people and just people that I know will support me through everything. So I just wanted to thank you for pushing me to be a better me, and for pushing me to get this officer position that I really wanted, so thank you. And I want to thank you for all the food, the hugs, all the bandanas that you have given me, because there are so many, and just for showing me what a leader really is. And for that, I just want to close out with a quote from Cinderella, because I know that you love that. If you keep on believing, then all the dreams that you wish will come true.
Hey Christina, so I knew when we met at recruitment you were the cutest little thing ever. You were my absolute rush crush, you and Caitlin Page, but you lit up every single time I saw you. You were so excited, and when you finally joined 80 Pi, I was ecstatic. You were my my Violet sister, and it was literally the beginning of the most beautiful relationship. And now you're best friends with my little, and I couldn't have asked for more. I'm so proud of all that you've accomplished in 80 Pi, and I can't wait to see what you do in the future. Bye.
Hey Christina, I remember the first time that we really got to sit down and really have a conversation was whenever we went on our Delta date, whenever you were an Alpha member. We went to Old Time for Po' Boys, and we fell in love with the fact that we both loved Broadway, and we both knew a lot of different people, and our paths really crossed a lot, but we never actually got to meet each other. So I really think it's awesome that you're now part of my life, and I feel like you will always be a part of my life from this point on. I definitely think that you're a mentor to me in the way that you're compassionate to other people and always there to help anybody that is needed. And I'm really excited to get to experience homecoming week with you and everything that it entails. Love you lots, and I wish you the best in everything that you do.
Hey little bit, just wanted to say I'm so proud of all the things that you've done in 80 Pi and accomplished. I knew since the moment that you had a love for puns that you'd be my little, and having another Asian in the fam made us the Diamond Dynasty. What? And we're not even Chinese! But I just want to say that it's crazy that we're graduating at the same time, because you have your life together, and let me know whenever you... have mine. I love you so much. Get it? Because we're Asian.
Hey Abby, so how's it going? You know, cool. So I'm not sappy, neither are you. So it's not a goodbye to see you later. But I do have a joke. So how do you make a handkerchief dance? You put a little boogie in it. I'll miss you. Bye.
Hey Abs, I just wanted to tell you how much I love you and I appreciate our friendship. You are one of the reasons I joined 80 Pi. I know I say this all the time, but the second you started singing on Skit Day and I saw the genuine connections that you and Lindsay had and everybody else had up on stage, I knew that 80 Pi was a sisterhood I wanted to be a part of. I was nervous to talk to you after I joined because I just looked up to you so much. But once I finally did, I discovered that you're not only full of bad jokes, but you are also kind and caring, and you really do have a heart of gold. I think you have definitely left a bigger impact on 80 Pi than you think you have. So I thank you for that. Also thank you for being you, for giving advice, for being a shoulder to cry on, for basically letting me borrow your entire closet, and for being one of the biggest reasons my college experience has been so much fun. Love you, Abs.
Abby, you're one of the reasons I am the person I am today. I was so shy and so quiet before I joined 80 Pi, and when I met you during intramurals, I knew I had to be friends with you. You've helped me bring me out of my shell, and have shown me I can truly be myself. I'm going to miss you and the crazy faces you make at me across the room during every single event we've ever had, and just not being able to control my laughter. But you're a second-year senior now, and it's about time you graduate. Just know intramurals won't be the same without you, and neither will 80 Pi. Bye.
The first time I met Abby was my freshman year, and I just remember being so obsessed with this girl's name that every time I saw her, I would scream, "Abby Facco!" And she would just look at me like I'm the weirdest person in the world. And the first time we ever hung out was after our first social with Sigma Chi. We went to the keg back in our glory days, and since then we've been best friends. We've been through literally thick and thin together. And my favorite thing about Abby is that she just has this goofy, gets along with everyone, very like positive and carefree attitude about just about anything. And even on your worst days, it can turn into your best days because Abby will tell you a joke and just try to make you laugh it out. And the only person who's better at telling jokes than Abby is her dad. And even though Abby's always the one telling jokes, but lately I've been the one texting her jokes, even though I cheat and go off of Laffy Taffy rappers. Abby's also the type of person that whenever she hears a song that she thinks that you'll like, she makes sure that you listen to it and love it just as much as she does. Abby's only flaw is that she hates my hometown. But I mean, come on, like who hates Vols Parish? It's just, one day I'll get you to love it, Abs, don't worry. And then Abby and I also wear the same size clothes and everything, so what's Abby's is mine. And I borrow just about everything and don't really give it back. But one day I'll give it back, just probably not anytime soon. And even though Abby's not graduating this semester, I'm still kind of sad because eventually she will graduate and move out of Cottage 21 where most of our memories have been made. I know that like we'll still see each other because I love going to visit Pegs and Dan just as much as I love seeing her. And no worries, I don't plan on moving back to AP, so I know she'll come back to see me too.
Before I met Trisha, everyone told me what they thought I needed to know about Trisha, but I'm glad that I got to know her for myself because they were wrong. Trisha is one of the most selfless people I've known in 80 Pi. She'll go out of her way for anyone at any time. Whenever we were founding members in 80 Pi, we didn't have big and littles, but Trisha has become the big sister that I've never had. And I'm so thankful for a sister who's going to be extra with me, laugh with me, encourage me, share her clothes with me, but most importantly, she's going to be there for me forever.
Hey Trish, gosh, where do I begin? Sitting next to you on that wall a couple years ago was by far the best decision I could have made. Having you as a friend these past 2 years have been amazing. We have laughed together, cried together, but more importantly made memories that'll last a lifetime. I'm so excited to see where this next chapter brings you in life. But always remember, no matter where we go, I'm only just a phone call away. Love you lots, girlie.
Trisha, you were the very first person I met in 80 Pi. 80 Pi was my first house on the first day of recruitment, and you picked me up at the door. And even though you didn't remember me, I'm so thankful that I went up to you on bid day and introduced myself. Little did I know you'd become my big just a few weeks later. You pushed me to come out of my shell, try new things, and meet new people. It was probably because you were tired of seeing me all the time, but I'm so thankful that you did. I know we aren't serious too often, but you truly are one of my very best friends. I'm so proud of you and everything that you've done. Most people don't see you for the caring, ambitious, and amazing person that you are, but I do, and I really look up to you for that. I know you will continue to do amazing things wherever life brings you. Even though it only took you 6 years, you're finally graduating. I hope you don't think that you're getting rid of me because I plan on seeing you all the time since you basically live at my house. Thank you for everything and good luck in the real world. Love you, Trisha.
Hey Trish, I can't believe it's been 3 years since we made the decision to go 80 Pi. We didn't know the opportunities that decision would bring us, but that was the best decision we could have made together as sisters. We have been able to serve the community together, the families of the Ronald McDonald House, and we've also grown closer together as sisters. As your time in 80 Pi comes to an end, luckily for me and you, those memories will never end. You may say goodbye to some of your sisters, but you are stuck with me for life. Just know that whatever life throws your way, always remember to clap back. Love you. Leia, there's so much I want to say to you, I don't even know where to begin. You've had a huge impact on my life in the last year and a half that I've gotten a chance to know you. You've been there for me when many haven't. You've picked me up when I was at my worst, and you've made me feel like I am worth more than I ever thought I was, and I'm incredibly thankful for everything you've done. You've had many adventures not only with me, but with also 80 Pi, and I will cherish them forever. But it's time for you to start an adventure of your own. This day was inevitable, and I wish it didn't have to come this soon for you and I. But your time at Alpha Delta Pi is over, and I was lucky enough to get to know you before that time came. Thank you for everything, and I wish you the best of luck, because honestly, if you're anything like me, you're gonna need it.
I could make this video and talk about how much I'll miss you, but I'm terrible at expressing my feelings, so just bear with me. I went into recruitment with an open mind and so clueless to all the Greek terminology floating around me. A little part of me came here for the status and for the t-shirts. And it's crazy how in return I found something else that I didn't even know I needed. I found a big. I found the most smart, beautiful, and selfless big. And she picked me to be her little. I found someone that I can go to and just vent without fear of being judged. Just someone I can relate to on a level that a lot of people can't be related on. I found a big who understands how much I spend my time studying. And when a curveball was thrown at me last fall after recruitment, I discovered I have a big who truly understands my health struggles and doesn't get mad or annoyed when I have to back out of last-minute plans because I'm not feeling well. I have a big who can relate to me on that level and can feel my pain when I say I want to do things, but I physically cannot. And lastly, I have a big who makes an effort. I'm truly thankful for you. I will always support you in anything and everything that you do, and I will always be a person you can rely on. Even though I'm extremely happy for you to be going alone, I'm really going to miss you. No matter where this crazy life takes us, just know I will be there for you, and I'm only a phone call or text away. Thank you for loving me unconditionally. You will always be my big, and I will forever be grateful. I love you, Leia. Congratulations.
Honestly, I don't remember how or even when Leia and I became friends. I just know that we instantly clicked, and throughout all these years that we've been friends, Leia has been there for me through some pretty rough times, but she always knew how to make me feel better by bringing me candy, and we would watch movies, and most importantly, she would play in my hair, which was always the best. And even though I can't remember how we became friends, I'm very thankful that we did, and I'm most importantly thankful for the fact that you have a hot brother, because that's the only reason I'm sticking around. And one day I will be your sister-in-law, and I might let you be in the wedding if you promise to show up on time. And speaking of showing up on time, the only time Leia would show up on time was whenever we would take our spontaneous trips, which were always fun, but in the end, Lindsay and I would just end up ditching her, so sorry about that. And my my favorite memory throughout all these years of being friends is the time that Leia and I went to the mall to spend some quality time together one afternoon, and I ended up having to take an Uber home because Leia was too busy talking to some guy and didn't text me until midnight. So anyways, hope that worked out, and love you and good luck with everything.
Hey Leia, where do I begin? It's crazy that 3 years ago we were founding members of this chapter, and we've been friends ever since. We have a lot of memories together, such as spring break, celebrating everyone's birthdays, and even when 80 Pi let us be on exec together. It was really great watching you succeed in any task you were given, even if that meant you showing up late to every function known to man. Really, you outdid yourself on that one. Anyways, it's time for us to become alum and become Pi members together. But I just wanted to let you know that I'm really going to miss you, and I really hope you succeed in wherever life takes you, whether if that means you're graduating in biology, speech pathology and audiology, nursing, communications, kinesiology. I think I left a few out, but just let me know whenever you graduate. Just text me and I'll be there. Good luck.
Hey Amber, I just wanted to say thank you for everything you've done. You've always been one of my biggest role models in 80 Pi. I've always wanted to be just like you, and you're really one of the reasons that I chose to stay in the sorority. It means a lot to me, everything you've done for me, helping me get ready for socials, helping me go to events, convincing me to go, and just really bringing me out of my shell in 80 Pi. And I'm going to miss you so much, and bye.
It's hard to put into words what I want you to know before you go. When I turned around and saw you standing behind me, I can't tell you how happy I was. You made me feel like family right away and never let me feel left out. You've been there through the good times and the not so good times and assured me that everything would work out when times were tough. We've grown close over this last year and a half, and don't think that's gonna stop just because you're graduating. I couldn't be more thankful that 80 Pi brought you into my life. Even though it's sad to see you go, I know you're going to do great things and do what you love. Love you.
Hey Amber, I just want to thank you for being my big and putting up with me. I'm really glad to have met you and to have had you in my life this last year and a half. I'm going to miss seeing you at chapter and events, but I'm really excited for you to start this new chapter of your life because I know you're going to do many great things. Thanks again for everything you have done for me, including housing me for those summer recruitment workshops. I'm going to miss seeing you around campus and getting to hang out with you, but I know you'll come back to visit me. Bye!
Hey Amber, I still can't believe that you're graduating. It feels like I got you as my little just yesterday, and I think I got so lucky to have a little who is as caring, kind, friendly as you are. And I'm very proud of you and all the things that you've accomplished. And just know that no matter where you go in life, I will always be there for you. Like I know that you'll always be there for me. And I'm gonna always miss how you used to live down the hall from me so I can go bother you whenever I wanted. And I'm gonna miss you whenever you move away. But I know that you'll always be there for me. So I love you, Amber. And to all my seniors, congratulations for going alum and graduating. I'm very proud of all of you. And obviously from this video you can see how much you've affected people and how much you've inspired others. And I know that wherever life takes y'all, you will continue to inspire others and to be a good role model. So again, congratulations. I was very lucky, and I had the honor to be your alumni relations, and thank y'all again. So Good luck in wherever life takes you, and remember that we always live for each other.